How to deal with the spread of COVID-19 or coronavirus is a very polarizing and complex issue. So in this video, I'm zooming in on just one aspect of this pandemic that is impacting people in a very tangible way. So let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Leslie, and I am a life coach based here in Brisbane, Australia. And I feel like almost every conversation I have with a person face-to-face these days begins with some sort of physical contact negotiation, like, oh hi, do we hug, do we fist bump, elbow tap, like, what do we do? I'd love to greet everyone with, like, a good old-fashioned butt bump, but that's not always so well received. Countless businesses and schools all around the world have been closed, so more and more people are either being forced to stay in their homes because they are infected with COVID-19, or they are being asked to voluntarily distance themselves to avoid contracting the virus and then spreading it to vulnerable people. Large public gatherings are being canceled, and that's causing a lot of problems in industries related to hospitality and entertainment, etc., etc. So this pandemic has really shaken things up in a big way. Some of us are still waiting for word of more shutdowns and more restrictions that will have us staying at home, so there's a lot of uncertainty in the air. In regards to jobs, some people have the option of working from home, and if you're one of them, how you spend your time there may be pretty well decided for you, but some people can't work from home, so they need to fill their time with other things. If you're feeling really stressed or anxious about the prospect of staying home for a couple of weeks, here are some things you should consider doing to make the experience a lot more bearable. Number 1. Watch your language. Words like quarantine, isolation, lockdown, they can trigger an emotional response that can put you into a pretty negative state. So if you're hearing these words or using these words over and over and over again, and it's making you feel anxious, reframe that shit, honestly. And yeah, for some people, having to stay at home can have much more severe consequences than it will for other people in terms of finances, social support, and so on. But finding something in your personal context that just kind of helps to even things out can really help you change your perspective until the dust settles over all of this panic. Compare these two statements. Ugh, the whole city is under lockdown and now I'm stuck in quarantine at home. Versus, well, looks like I'm gonna be doing stuff around the house for a while until this COVID-19 thing blows over. The second statement is a lot more neutral than the first one. It's not adding fuel to this fire that's causing people to panic buy things in bulk as if we're facing some weird zombie apocalypse where the only thing that can stop the zombies is a direct headshot with a roll of toilet paper. Number 2, freshen up your space. Now could be a really good time to complete a DIY project you started ages ago. Or maybe rearrange your furniture, hang up some pictures. One thing I love to do at home when I have the time is little upcycling projects. You know, we are a minimal waste family, so we avoid single-use items even if they can be recycled. And we try to find creative ways to keep things out of landfill and, you know, make them cute. So much of the decor in our home is stuff that we literally found on the side of the road somewhere and made into something beautiful by fixing it, painting it, or just completely transforming it in some way. Our little upcycling projects really could populate a whole other YouTube channel, but I do happen to have 2 little examples of stuff I've made here in the studio. these are my fish lights. So you know when you get soy sauce in some sushi places and they put them in these little plastic fish, I cut their little faces off. See? Wash them out very thoroughly and hey, little light diffusers. There you go. There's some light happening in there. So do that for 2 weeks. I also have this other little light-related project. For a while, I was doing a lot of liquid iron supplementation, like a lot. So I had many, many bottles of Floridix, empty Floridix bottles. And so I've just taken a couple, shoved some lights in them, and now it's just a cute little thing to put on my shelf. Number 3, stay physically active. A lot of gyms and exercise classes are closing down temporarily to prevent spreading COVID-19, but your body is not going to give you a break from taking care of yourself because the gym is closed. If you are sick, then yes, rest, don't exert yourself. But if you're sheltering in place as a precautionary measure, getting exercise is still possible. It may be tempting to spend 2 weeks at home just staring at a screen, but if you want to maintain good health physically and emotionally, do some at-home workouts, some yoga, some jump rope, calisthenics. Go for a walk or a bike ride because you can still practice safe social distancing that way, but make sure that you are aware of the health advisories from reliable sources in your area. Physical activity is a great way to keep those feel-good hormones flowing and help you feel less locked in. Number 4, indulge in the abundance of your home. Now, this is something that I encourage clients and, well, everyone to do, whether or not there is a pandemic happening. You may not have all of the money in the world or spend your time engaging in super luxurious lifestyle habits, but maybe you've got an amazing collection of different kinds of tea, or a shelf full of books you've been meaning to read. Maybe there's one room in your house that you haven't really paid much attention to. Maybe your tool shed or your attic or your arts and crafts space. Now could be a really good time to rediscover the little things that excite you that you have amassed over the years and find a renewed sense of enjoyment in them. Number 5. Socialize your screen time. And I don't mean spending hours on social media. I mean doing things like planning Netflix binges so that you've got other friends watching from their homes at the same time and you can exchange little comments the whole time. A watch party, basically. And there are apps and extensions that you can use that are designed for that purpose. But you can even just do the old, hey, let's press play on this video at the same time and then WhatsApp each other. You know, whatever is easiest for your group. You might also take this opportunity to FaceTime with your parents more often or have Zoom chats with friends in faraway places. Something where you and someone you care about are engaging in an activity together through the magic of technology. So those are 5 of my tips to keep yourself feeling good in the face of all of this COVID-19 panic. So what do you think? Do you agree with my list? If so, give me a big thumbs up. And I also want you to comment on this video with other tips you may have for staying at home without feeling miserable. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on my socials for more content related to personal development, relationships, and navigating major life choices. I feel very lucky that if I had to stay at home for a couple of weeks, I can still work because I coach a lot of my clients online. If you feel like you're just stuck at home and you're suddenly being forced to confront certain realities about your life because you don't have the usual distractions of work and socializing, you know what to do. Call me, message me, go to my website, leslievcoaching.com, and book a free chat with me. Again, I am based in Australia, but I coach people all over the world. Again, magic of technology. Love it. Now, with all that said, I am going to walk back to my house, which is just down the road, and maybe tidy up my study a bit. Have an awesome week, and I will see you next time. How to deal with the spread of COVID-19. In this video, I'm zooming in on just one. Countless businesses and Number 1,